Okay, welcome back to Stamping at the Warren, and I'm Kim Tolton, and today I have a long and narrow milk carton really, and I made the dimensions of this one because my grandchildren love that crazy foam, you know, the bath foam stuff that they can make their Santa Claus beards with and little funky hats on their heads and just have a whale of a time when they're in the bath. So that's going to be one of their stocking fillers this year. So I'm making these little bags for my grandchildren and just thought it would be nice to share them with you. The box I'm doing today is actually in real red, whereas this one is in cherry cobbler. And the tag is made using the delicate ornaments dies, and I've stamped it on the back with the Happy Christmas, and that's from the Oh What Fun Christmas stamp set. So that's for today. Right, let's get cracking because it does take a little time to get everything done, and I'd rather do it in one shot. I'm doing it in centimetres, but when I do it on my blog I will include the imperial measurements on there for you as well. It'll be obviously a slight difference in size, but not hugely. So you're going to want your metric scoring plate out, or the imperial if you prefer. So you need to first trim a piece of cardstock to 25 centimetres by 25.5. That one's just a tad longer than the other. Remember, keep all of those scraps, don't throw them away. And your trimmer can go away for a moment, and we want the scoring plate. Here we go. And you will be wanting your bone folder as well once we've scored. So make sure you have got the right side facing you, and I think my metric plate came off. As you can see, the metric plate just slots on top of the scoring tool. So just check. So that's the 25 side, this is 25.5. So you just want to be making sure you're scoring on the right side. So on this, with the 25.5 centimetre side butted up to the top of the board, you want to score at 6, 12, 18 and 24 centimetres. So this will be the tab that allows you to fold the box up. And then with the slightly shorter side at the top of your scoring board, you want to score at 1 centimetre. So just make sure you really hang on for dear life when you're doing the one. It has a habit of moving itself. So 1 centimetre, 5 centimetres, or 5.5 centimetres I should say. So 1 centimetre, 5.5 centimetres, and the last one is 21 centimetres down here. And that is it. That's all of your scoring done and dusted. Now I'm just going to get my trimmer out again, because I'm going to trim the pieces of designer series paper to size now, and then we can actually stick them onto the boxes now. So you want strips of designer series paper. I'm using the Home for Christmas one here, and you want 4 pieces that is 5.5 centimetres wide by 15 centimetres long. So given that these are roughly and then turn them around. That doesn't feel like 5.5. I'm not happy with that. Sometimes you rush and don't see for 5.5. There we go. That feels better. Yes. So 5.5, and then you want them 15 centimeters long. So you just get a little bit over 2. So don't assume that it is 30 centimeters long. You just get this silly little bit, and it does make a difference. And the same with this piece. Okay, and there's that silly little piece. Right, that's all the scoring and all the cutting done and out of the way. Sorry, everything's going to go clutter clutter. And the easiest thing to do is to actually fold all of your score lines. Use a bone folder just to burnish those to make them nice and crisp. You can do it with everyone. Then go back in the opposite direction and do those as well. It just makes it more malleable when we come to putting everything together. Right, so this little bit here is your top piece, and these are going to be the tabs at the bottom. And I find Tombow is probably the easiest thing to use to put designer series paper on, just purely because you have a little bit of manoeuvrability to get it in the right place, but once it's done it stays there forever. So just pop these nice and centrally, nice rub down. And don't worry too much if you're like a millimetre out or something, because remember the box is on 4 sides, so you're never going to see 2 sides at the same time, so don't worry too much. You just want it to be roughly nice. But the aim of today is to show you just how quickly you can make these little boxes, and in order to have something that's a bit shorter, you simply shorten this measurement in the middle here. And you can make nice short squat little things, or tall and skinny. And you can make it into another version, which I'll do for you another day, which is like a tub box, which is wide and fairly short on top. Looks a bit like a purse. If you thread ribbon through the ends, you can make it look like a little purse. But I'm also keen to have a go at the purse that's a box, or a box that's a purse, and so I'm quite keen to do that. Pop your lid back on, get your paper shears or your paper snips. The only thing that you need to trim off is, make sure I'm doing it on the right end. Yeah, this end. So the only bit you want to actually trim off is this tiny little piece, this tiny tab here. There you go. And then the rest of these score lines down the bottom here, you're just going to notch them out, so very finely. You just want to be removing the ridged piece where you've scored it out the middle. It just makes the finished product look a little bit nicer. It's not essential, but it does make it look nicer. As you'll see, they're sort of hanging around over here. So just pop those off. And you then want to run a piece of tape all the way down this strip here. So I'm going to use tape and tear. And you want to be quite close to the fold line, just for the best look. And then I'm going to put, if you turn it over, and one of these wider pieces, pop a couple of strips on there, and then when you fold it up, that can be the final closure bit. Right, so let's fold that bit over, take off the top piece of tape, the covering, and it doesn't want to come off. It's got incredibly humid in my little workshop here because I've had the heater going, and it's caused loads of condensation, which is never good news for me. Right, so it doesn't matter which of these tabs you actually put that adhesive on because they're all the same size. But what you want to do, if you can see from here, because it is quite tall, just pop 2 flaps in, and that one goes down, and then you remove this piece here. 1 and 2 bits of tape we put on there. There you go. And just bring that down. Try and have your box as square as you can get it. That one goes down, that one goes down on top. And if you've got a tall pair of scissors or a ruler, you can just give it a good prod in the bottom just to make sure that that is securely shut. The next thing you want to do is you're going to very gently just kind of squeeze these edge bits. Can you see I'm folding them in? Now when we close the box, those little bits will ridge out, but for the moment you just want to bring these together. Okay, and where this little ridge here, you want a nice large handheld punch. Now I haven't ordered my Stampin' Up one yet. Yeah, I know, naughty girl, so I'm using this. But you want a nice wide one. Stampin' Up do them in quite a few sizes now, so you'll find one on there. And then this bit goes in here, and what you want to try and do is capture all 4 pieces so that it's securely there. Going to close that with a piece of satin ribbon. I'm using It's not easy doing this, you know, when you're videoing yourself. When it's in the comfort of nobody else watching you, everything goes perfectly and it all looks so simple. And then you put your video camera on and things start to do things all of their own accord. But that's half the fun of it, isn't it? Just get a bit of the frayed and through, and then you can pull it through. Here you go. And just tie your knot. You don't have to cut your ribbon off as yet. So just tie your box off, hold that knot, And I will one day get you all doing this. So you're going to tie your bow now. And to get a really nice bow, you want your tails to be going away from you. And you make 2 bunny ears of roughly the same size. Tie a knot with them. And pull. And from there you can play by pulling on the tails with how long or short you want those your ribbon to be. And if it gets stuck, just give it a bit of a tug and you'll find that they'll all of a sudden then start to move. So you can have that ribbon as large or as small as you want. I do like a little bit of exuberance at Christmas, so I'll go a little bit longer. And I'm just going to tidy up that end there. There you go. And that is your basic box made. Look at that. Isn't that really cute, huh? Right, so I'm just going to quickly walk you through how I made this gift tag, which was using the delicate ornaments. I'm not actually going to be doing it because I think I've done a tutorial on it before. If I haven't, then I'll make sure I get one done. But I'm just going to show you how to put this, make this. Put my little boxes away. And I shall need this. And this is the precision plate. So you will need your precision plate, 1 acrylic cutting plate, and the multi-purpose platform. And using the delicate ornaments thinlits dies, you want the fat ornament, which is quite intricate, which is why we have to use the other board. You also want just the open ornament, and then you want what will be the little, you know, the little bit that goes on the top, so you can hang your Christmas tree, hang it on your Christmas tree. And what you will do is put a piece of cardstock. So say you're doing the little silver bit, which I had here somewhere. Yeah. So what you would do is you would have your multi-purpose platform. You then put the cutting plate down, put some silver foiled cardstock down, and then this is the little hanger top of the bauble. So you put that down, and then you put this rubber side down on top of your magnetic platform, and that is the sandwich that you want to make. And you're going to do that for both the bauble, both the intricate bauble and this bauble, as well as the little hanger topper. So that will go through your big shot, and when it comes out, you're left with these. So the ornament I've done from red foiled sheets. So I literally trim it to size, trim the piece of cardstock to size, and then I run that through the big shot. I also did, not that one, look, silly me, that one goes through, and I've just used thicker whisper white cardstock for that. Then this one is the intricate ornaments, so this one here, and that goes through and comes out looking like that. And then your last one is this tiny little hanger here. And how I've put them together, so I'm going to put my dies away whilst I've got them before I accidentally misplace them. Right, okie dokie, so now we are on to making the tag. So I've actually cut out an extra large bauble or ornament, whatever you want to call it, and we're going to put 2 of these on with the tag, so that you'll actually have one that you can write on and one that we've stamped our sentiment onto. So the first job is to adhere this bauble onto the front of this one, and for that you want the fine tip glue pen. Now you do need to be careful of this. This is a tiny pin that's actually quite fragile, so make sure you put it somewhere where it's not going to get touched. And this glue pen just allows you to put really intricate little die cuts onto projects, and even things like sequins and little embellishments, and it is much finer than the other glue pen, and it sticks really quite quickly, so it's really easy to use. So I just go all the way around the edge first, and you only need a really fine amount of glue, and where you see sort of thicker bits,